Marama Fox.
Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, I rise to take a call on this bill tonight because I find it absolutely remarkable that we are even discussing the fact that our young people, Māori people specifically, cannot get an improved educational outcome by going to a charter school. Of course they do. And if public schools could have done what charter schools are doing, or Māori medium schools are doing, then shucks, they'd all still be there. But they're not. Because actually they have, unless we have put the screws to improve Māori education, we ignore kahikitea because it's gathering dust on the shelves of all sorts of people. We ignore cultural standards, tātai ako, which is again gathering dust on the shelves of many things. In fact, there was a study that came out just this week that compared the success or the institutional racism within our schooling system to that in the United States. Now, I'm not going to say that that's correct or not, but hello, let's have a look at the results, shall we? Let's have a look at the results. We have charter schools in this country, in Whangarei, and this is why we've called out the Māori members of the opposition, because actually their families attend those schools. Their family members teach in those schools, and they make those choices because they see that that is beneficial to the educational values of their children. That is the choice they made. Now, iwi have come to us and said that, Marama, we would like you to support charter schools because we want to have the opportunity to make a difference in the lives of our tamariki. And that's why we do it. Now, I have been to Whangarei, to the kura there, the kura haurua, and I have seen the work that they are doing with their tamariki, and they are so proud. And they are so strong. They are members of their community. The school has become an integral part of their community. Shall we scrap that? Shall we scrap that? Because actually, I was a child in a school where I felt like an alien because nothing in that classroom reflected anything of my culture. I've taught in schools where that continues to be the case today. I can tell you a million examples where actually students in schools who are not benefiting from kahikitea and cultural standards and cultural practices want to have options. They want to have options, Tracy Martin, because the schooling system that they are currently in is not providing for their needs. And so we have options, and so I absolutely oppose the bill to take away those options, and I would think that the Māori members who know that these schools are working, and the Pacifica members where those schools are working for their students, should be standing up to support them. They should be standing up to support them. And that is a bit rich from the party who wants to take away the rights of Māori out of all pieces of legislation. That is a bit rich from the group who will not even let their members vote the way they want to. Ask your own members. Ask your own members. They want to vote against this bill, but they are not being allowed to. Well, you know what? Stand up for your people, stand up for your families, and cross the floor. That's what you do. Stand up for your people. That's what we call a mana whakahono arrangement, where you must, by law now, have an agreement with your iwi. And what we do, we support iwi. Iwi who have come to us and said, Marama, we want you to support charter schools. We do the bidding of our people who ask us to stand up for them. That's why we're here, because that is value add to this nation, that we have choice. And you know what the difference is? If you have a poor performing charter school, if there is a poor performing charter school, they get closed. That's right. How many poor performing mainstream schools have been closed because they are not meeting the needs of their students? Over and over again, I can go to schools where their pass rate for Māori is 40 to 50%. Do they stand up in front of those students at the beginning of the year and say, half of you are going to fail? What we're doing about it is many things, Miss Martin. The member, Tracy Martin, just trying to get the rules right. We have supported schools through cultural standards. All we need them to do is wipe the dust off it, teach real Māori history, New Zealand history, and acknowledge the place of choice in this country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.